truck out here?
That man Jayy Wick is excessively fried. Let's go look at the police report and see if y'all catch it. So let's go. Your affidavit investigator, a sworn deputy, we don't care, whatever the hell, states that on the above listed date and time, defendant Donald Justin Anderson, also known as Jayy Wick, did unlawfully commit the offense of attempted first-degree murder with a firearm. So on April 25th, 2026, deputies were dispatched to the area of 2601 Front Beach Road in reference to a delayed shooting. Prior to deputies' arrival, dispatch advised that the complainant heard approximately 3 or more gunshots in the area and heard someone yelling for help. If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features, and one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early. If you switch your payroll over with Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, and the build card and more. There's everything in one app. I actually like that myself, which is why I partner with them, and right now they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign-up page where you can create your own account. Just go through the normal sign-up steps, enter information, order your card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful and tight sometimes, it's definitely worth checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Deputies responded to the area and located a black male lying on a sidewalk, suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The victim was later identified as Darren Haywood Jr. Deputies observed that Haywood had sustained multiple gunshot wounds to include a gunshot wound to the upper chest, at least 2 gunshot wounds to the abdomen, and a gunshot wound to the right leg. Haywood was subsequently transported to Bay Medical Center to further medical treatment. Based on the nature and location of Haywood's injuries, your affiant believes the suspect intentionally discharged a firearm at Haywood multiple times, striking him in areas of the body capable of causing death or great bodily harm. During the course of the initial investigation, responding deputies determined that the primary crime scene may have been located on or near the beach and boardwalk area near Beach Access 83, which is close to approximately 2601 and 2620. I don't know why I'm messing this up, but whatever. Front Beach Road. Deputies located evidence on or near the boardwalk area to include blood, 2 pairs of shoes, a Glock handgun, and shell casings. The presence of multiple shell casings was consistent with a firearm having been discharged multiple times at the scene. Through further investigation, the affiant learned that the defendant, Donald Justin Anderson, known as Jayy Wick, had been staying at a rental property located at 2620 Front Beach Road, Panama City Beach. Your affiant further learned that Anderson was hosting and participating in a party at the rental property prior to leaving the rental property. Anderson was scheduled to perform at a show later that evening at Vibes Club. Multiple witnesses on scene advised that Anderson was associated with the gathering at the rental residence prior to the shooting. The affiant also learned that Anderson's name was listed on the reservation of the rental unit. The affiant also learned through witness statements that Darren Haywood Jr. and Donald Justin are from the same town, and that Haywood traveled to Panama City Beach to attend Anderson's performance. During the course of the investigation, Sergeant Brent Roberts made contact with Haywood's sister at the hospital and obtained a sworn recorded statement from her. Haywood's sister advised that she was aware Haywood was in Panama City Beach to attend the Jayy Wick performance and that Haywood was residing with Anderson at the rental property. Haywood's sister provided video footage showing Haywood at the residence inside the garage area, hanging out with Anderson and several other members of the group. The video depicts Anderson and others utilizing a cellular telephone and computer to promote the event on social media. Haywood's sister identified Donald Justin Anderson in the video. Haywood's sister also identified another member in the video as the producer. The video provided by Haywood's sister was taken shortly before the shooting occurred. Moments after the video was recorded, the shooting occurred near the boardwalk area in close proximity to the rental residence. After the shooting, the registered occupants of the residence fled the scene. Yaffian further learned that Haywood's cellular telephone was later turned over to family members in Georgia on the following day. Both individuals who were present at the residence at the time of the shooting. Based on this information, Yaffian believes Haywood's cellular telephone was removed from the scene by a person or persons associated with the residence before being transported out of the state of Florida. During the investigation, Sergeant Brent Woods obtained a recorded statement from Haywood regarding the shooting. Haywood was suffering from serious injuries during the statement and had difficulty speaking at times. During the statement, Haywood advised that he had gone down to the boardwalk area to watch Jayy while Jayy was with a female. Haywood stated that Man sent him down there and described the purpose as essentially watching Jayy or acting as security. I think the premeditation is going to come from what essentially they said, like, oh, he was told to come down here. So if you're told to go a place and then within that place you happen to get shot, bruh, it's ovary. I'm keeping authentic with y'all because let's look at the charges today because it's no longer attempted murder. That man died. Roll it. Charge, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Goes on to say, name, Donald Justin Anderson, male, booking date, 5/14/2026. It says charges, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated, no bond set. This is insane.
An Atlanta rapper who was visiting Panama City Beach for a performance was arrested on a charge of attempted first-degree murder.
Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford says 26-year-old Donald Anderson, also known as Jayy Wick, shot an 18-year-old the night of April 25th. News Channel 7's Isabella Benhumea spoke with the sheriff about how they tracked down the suspect in Atlanta.
Jess Berry, rapper Donald Anderson, known as Jayy Wick, has built a massive online following with nearly 120,000 YouTube subscribers and 500,000 Instagram followers. The Georgia native, best known for his track Pork Chop Sandwich, was in Panama City late last month, taking the stage at Vibes nightclub. But investigators say that performance came just after he fired multiple shots at an 18-year-old.
Yo, Panama City, Florida, April 25th, I will be at Vibes. I'm bringing the whole gang with me. I got Well Global, GD Glock, Speedball, so I'm bringing the whole crew.
And that night, Donald Anderson or Jayy Wick performed at Vibes nightclub, according to Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford. But Ford says before he got on stage, he was right here at Beach Access 83, where at around 11 p.m., he shot an 18-year-old male multiple times and then fled the scene.
Disturbing that you could shoot somebody and to the point that they were almost dead. They were in critical condition and still not in very good condition, and then go on to perform like that.
It started Saturday night when deputies responded to reports of gunshots on the west end of Panama City Beach. Captain Jason Daffin says they found the victim alone while the group he was with was just down the road at a home.
People were fleeing from the area. We're trying to track people down while trying to make contact with that residence. We actually saw some people kind of hiding off the side. We've got witnesses hiding in closets that we're having to find, so it wasn't real easy to find people to find out exactly what had happened when we were originally responding down there.
Daffin says Anderson and the victim knew each other and were staying at the same place. After performing at Vibes, investigators say Anderson went back to the Atlanta area, where Bay County investigators arrested him Tuesday at a shopping mall.
No matter how much cooperation we get, we're going to get that end result, and we're going to go wherever we got to go in the United States, and we're going to get you, and we're going to bring you here, and you're going to face the consequences.
The investigation is still ongoing. Investigators believe he acted alone and say a motive remains unknown.
We're going to put on a show, 229 weekend. All my folk going to be there. Grab your folks, y'all folk pop out.
I don't think it takes a rocket science to know that if their promo video for your club, they're wearing a bulletproof vest, that you've got a problem there. So I'm not very happy about that.
Anderson is charged with attempted first-degree murder and faces a minimum mandatory sentence of 25 years in prison, up to life. Anderson is expected to be extradited and booked into the Bay County Jail within 7 to 10 days. Sheriff Ford says Vibes nightclub and the artists it brings in have been a continuing problem in Bay County. He says the sheriff's office will work with Panama City Police to put a stop to it. We reached out to Vibes nightclub but have not heard back.
And Sheriff Ford says the victim is still at a local hospital, but he's expected to make a full recovery.
And Sheriff Ford also says they had assistance from several agencies, including the U.S. Marshals Service, Atlanta PD, PCPD, and Clayton County Police.
And I know what y'all thinking. Well, what the hell did he say? Bro, what the man actually said, his dying declaration, Jayy Wick is over. He's getting life without the possibility of parole. Because I know what he's going to have to argue. And I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. If there's cameras rolling, that's the only thing that can save him. But listen to this shit, and you will not freaking believe your ears. Check it out. That Jay had been down on the beach with a female for approximately 10 to 15 minutes before Jay came back from the beach. Hollywood. Haywood stated that Jay walked past him, to which Haywood asked, "You straight?" Jay then responded with, "Yeah," walked past him, turned around and shot him. Haywood denied that there had been an argument, physical altercation, or exchange of words immediately before the shooting. Haywood stated he did not know why Jay shot him and indicated he could not think of any prior conflict between them. Sergeant Roberts asked Haywood directly whether Jay was the person who shot him. Haywood answered in the affirmative. Haywood further confirmed that he knew the shooter by the name Jay. When asked about the shooter's physical description, Haywood confirmed that Jay was a white male with a beard. Haywood also described the firearm used by Jay as black in color. Haywood was also asked about his own firearm. Haywood stated his firearm was beside him and was not in his hand at the time of the shooting. Haywood denied shooting his firearm and denied pulling his firearm out during the incident. Haywood stated there was no need to shoot. Haywood's statement is consistent with the investigation, indicating that Haywood was the victim struck multiple times by gunfire, and he did not initiate an exchange of gunfire. During the same recorded statement, Haywood advised that Jay had consumed a large amount of liquor and was probably intoxicated. Haywood also stated Jay smoked marijuana and may have taken pills, although Haywood did not know what type of pills. Haywood indicated that Jay may have been under the influence at the time of the shooting, but remained unable to provide a motive for why Jay shot him. Based on the victim's identification of Jay as the shooter, the victim's statement that Jay shot him without provocation, the proximity of the shooting scene to the rental residence, the video showing Haywood with Anderson shortly before the shooting, witness statements placing Anderson and Haywood at the residence before the shooting, Anderson's known association with Jayy Wick, the fact that Haywood traveled to Panama City Beach to attend Anderson's performance, and the fact that Haywood sustained multiple gunshot wounds, the affiant believes probable cause exists to charge Donald Justin Anderson, known as Jayy Wick, with attempted first-degree murder with the firearm in violation of FS 782.04181. Your affiant further believes that defendant's act of discharging a firearm multiple times at Haywood striking him in the inner knee, medial abdomen, gluteal, cleft chest, lower leg, posterior calf, and posterior flank constituted an intentional act, imminent, dangerous to another, and demonstrating complete disregard for human life. The number of shots fired, the location of Haywood's injuries, and the continued discharge of the firearm support probable cause that the defendant committed acts that could have caused Haywood's death. This offense did occur in Bay County, Florida. Now, if we're going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest, the man admitting that he had a gun on him, that's the only thing that can save Jayy Wick. And I seen somebody say, I think it was 1090 Jake, who said, "Oh, well, Jayy Wick, is he going to adhere to the street code and all that shit?" We never seen Jayy Wick do any of this. He ain't never tossed up no gang signs or nothing like that. When the baby had his shooting in Miami, when the baby had his shooting at the Walmart, he spoke to the police. Nobody labeled him a snitch at all. So all Jayy Wick is going to have to do is say, man, he reached for his gun and he kept reaching for his gun. I got mine. I shot mine first. Is what it is. But part of the premeditated part could be that the cops have video. Because for them to say in that report that there was a black gun by him, I'm going to be honest. That to me screams either dude try to up his blick on Jayy Wick and they must have gotten into it, or Jayy Wick must have went in that boy pockets and put that gun off to the side and set it up that way. That would lead to premeditated murder. Or the third thing, boy, they got that phone, and that phone say something. That phone say something. They got something. Jayy Wick's phone has been taken. Jayy Wick's phone will be used against him. So it's basically the order of what the hell was said. Because we all know a lot of these Airbnbs, they got Ring cameras, bro. They know what it is. So you can't say they getting rid of the evidence or no shit like that. But it's going to be on that girl to come save him. Whoever the girl that he was talking to prior, bruh, if she come out and say, oh yeah, dude up, blick on him and all that shit, it saves Jayy Wick. But also at the same time, we don't know. But as it stands right now, that dying declaration, cuz out of there. It's a big WRAP. I'm just going to keep it authentic with y'all. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. We are waiting for the freaking verdict on the guys, the men, the fellas. So make sure you click right here to keep up with the Fulio trial, or right here for the playlist to get you through your day. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Damn, Jayy Wick.